Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia Lost can be found. This video is going to contain my summoning session for Sandalphon on the Gala Remix banner. As you can see on screen, my free summons came through once again and I was able to already get Basilius just using my free daily tenfolds. So feeling super fortunate, super lucky going into things here as we already have Basilius, who is one of my targets, would have been summoning for him today if not having already gotten him, but I still do want to take this chance to try pick up Sandalphon, so hopefully we're able to get her unscathed. I also got some pretty lucky free summons back on the prize showcase, which I hadn't showed off prior to this, so I did want to also show that yes, I was able to get Opera Karina randomly off one of my free daily tenfolds, and then just a bunch of Eldwater, some Sunlight Ore, and Adamantite Ingot. So yeah, the month of free summons has been paying dividends. We'll see if that luck carries over into the Wind Focus Showcase that's coming up, but for now, things are going super well. So our plan for today is to try summon until we get Sandalphon. Technically, we have enough to spark if we have to. I really hope it doesn't come to that, but I am prepared to go all in because I think she's likely to be a really strong healer against Surtr. At least that's my hope. I do have other good water healer options, but I want to try pick her up nonetheless. And with me having Basilius, I'll also add that it's kind of cool to have all the various apostle characters at this point, so that's another reason I'm interested in Sandalphon here. Anyway, Basilius has been putting in good work for me so far, but I am kind of short on Eldwater to max him out, so extra Eldwater from the summoning session will also be appreciated. Let's go and get into it with our free daily tenfold. Hopefully this delivers Sandalphon to us, or at the least some type of 5-star would be great. And it doesn't look like it. It was super sweet on the free summons to get Basilius on a transformation of a wand from 4-star to 5-star. That rainbow break animation is super fun. This circle is just going to be all 4 stars though, and 3-star, so we'll skip ahead. And let's check our pity rate. It's 6.5%. I like to get that up to 7. And I'll go ahead and use 10 singles in bulk here for convenience sake to try do that. Let's see if we're going to get any 4 stars. We are. But no indication of 5 stars. We'll check for Rainbow Transformation as there's just one. If it's not at the end, then I don't think it can transform on us. And it wasn't, so now we'll skip. Alright, we have our appearance rate up, and let's go ahead and hop in with a tenfold voucher here. Definitely saving the Diamantium for the Platinum Deluxe Showcase. I'm super excited about those being available, just guaranteeing new adventures. There's enough of them I'm missing that there's a little bit of chance, which I actually don't mind. I'm kind of excited about the different possibilities I could get, and I still think there's a chance we get a paid Dream Summon in November, I would say. So a little bit after the anniversary, that tends to be when the paid Dream Summons have been showing up, like with the half-year anniversary earlier this year. I think that's around when we got our paid Dream Summon. And having 2 new units from the Platinum Deluxe will certainly make the Dream Summoning a bit easier, because right now I'm pretty torn if we were to get a paid one between like Humanoid Mercury, Summer Leonidas, Summer Chell. There's a lot of characters I missed out on in the middle of the year that I'd love to get. And wow, appearance rate already up to 8% here. So a couple of duds on those circles. And we followed up with a 5-star circle here. So come on, Sandalphon. Only one 5-star with that 8% appearance rate. Feels bad, but if it's the right one, that's all we need. And it's a wand. Oh, so we're going to be seeing a lot of Basilius today, it would seem. Now, I'm also missing some other wands, like Miriam, Summer Sanoa, so in this case, a spook from them would actually not be too bad whatsoever. But of course, there are a lot of wands from the base game that I already have, and I do have Basilius. Oh, and yeah, it's one of the ones from the base game, Maribel, making an appearance. Alright, fair enough. It's not Basilius, it's not the 2 wind wands that I'm missing, Miriam and Summer Sanoa, but it's yet another wind wand from the OG days. Okay, so appearance rates reset. Feels bad to go that many summons and only get a dupe to show for it, but I don't mind the Eldwater. And hey, another 5-star with our single summons. So let's see who it's going to be this time. Let's hope for a staff here. All right, it's a dragon. Now, there are some dragons I'm still missing. Tieshan Gongju is one of them. The Rose Queen's another. Giovanni. So, would like to see a dragon that I don't have at the least. And it's just a Haster. All right, we'll skip ahead and move on. For these dragons that aren't so good, I do grind up or farm up their essences. Grind up their essences. That sounds like some kind of ritual. I farm up their essences by playing the main campaign. And after that, I'll just unbind them little by little until they're max unbound, and then I'll sell them off because that's a little bit more Eldwater that way. I'm not technically sure if that's correct though, because you could also just get Eldwater by spending stamina on EX story quests. So, maybe you get more Eldwater per stamina that way. But I like the guarantee of maxing out the dragon, so that's what I've tended to do in the past. Now that we have the 5th Unbind, though, should maybe raise the question of whether some of these not-so-good dragons are actually worth keeping in case they get a power upgrade, as we get another 5-star here. So our pity rate singles usage is a little bit scuffed, since I don't think we're going to have enough to increase our pity rate off of singles again. But it was another dragon, so we'll skip through until we see it. And what's it going to be? Hey, Menoetius! Now this is a dragon I'm very happy to see. I commented on this in my review of the Wind Focus Showcase, but Wind does have quite a few dragons who are not Essence eligible, like Menoetius and Midgard Stormer Zero, that are still very strong. So I'm kind of happy to see a Menoetius copy there, because they're not strong enough where I want to spend extra resources on them, like Sunlight Stones, but they are strong enough that, hey, if I can get some unbinds, I'll use them. And now we're going one single at a time to try and increase our pity rate here. We are going to have to do 2 singles using Wormite. Oh, if this keeps up, but hey, accidentally skipped through that. But that works too. Zephyr, one of these dragons that with the 5th Unbind, it's a very legitimately powerful dragon in fights that last 3 minutes or less. So, alright, we've reset now. We don't have enough tickets to continue with our pity rate increasing shenanigans. We could use our Wormite to do that, but personally I'd rather just go with the tenfolds. Partially for time saved, and also like that guaranteed 4-star in the back, even though it's not that much of an Eldwater value. I've never been one to really refresh my stamina using Wormite, especially now that we have so much honey in the game, and in particular we have so many ashes for co-op play. But there are players out there that prefer to spend their Wormite that way, just using it to play the game more and more and farm up resources like Eldwater from Wormprint drops, or other resources too. I just haven't really ever gotten into that. I don't think I play enough to make that exchange. But 2 circles without any 5 stars, or so it would appear, and yeah, that is the case. We'll continue on. Our Wormite stash is looking a little bit soft for the end of the month, depending on how things go as far as Sandalphon here. We could be in a little bit of a dangerous situation. The Gala remixes are just so short, as are the regular Gala showcases, but I think that's very much intentional. So if you look at our free summons, we do get a free daily tenfold, but only 3 of those are on remix days, with 10 of them being on the Wind Focus. I think it was about 10 of them on Regina's prize showcase. So the ones that actually apply to Gala banners are lower in frequency, but that's kind of the nature of the design here. All right, wow. Another string without a whole lot of action, up to 8% again, so I do expect to see a 5-star on this circle. But if we don't, wow. What is the cap? I think it's 9% as far as getting a guaranteed 5-star after that. So we'll see if we get a rainbow transformation or not, and then we'll see if we actually hit the guaranteed pity break later on. Not looking so good. I don't even want to say Gala Elisan, but I'm saying it, I'm throwing it out there. But yeah, I haven't seen her. So here we go, about to get a dupe of her for sure now that I've said it and spoken it into existence. Is it an axe? Oh, it's a dragon. Well, dragon remix in full swing here. Let's hope for a good one. Another Menuetius copy I would be pretty happy with. And what's it gonna be? Alright, it's a Garuda. So, more Eldwater essence farming for me with that Garuda, but I don't necessarily mind. It's gonna take longer now that we don't have triple drops for the main campaign, and not all chapters get double drops even. But we're following that circle up and that long stretch up with 5-star right away, so evening things out a bit here. So let's see that staff. A bow, okay. Okay, so who am I missing among bow adventurers? There's probably at least one adventurer I'm missing, and it's not Hawk. So we'll go ahead and skip. Okay, let's continue on and see what we get here. Looks like nothing on this circle unless we get a magical rainbow at the end. And okay, just a 4-star dragon. One thing I'm kind of curious about is when it comes to Halloween, whether we might get Summer Laranoa to go with Summer Silas, or maybe Summer Floor, or sorry, Summer. I'm saying Summer. Halloween, Laranoa and Halloween Floor. All right, another dragon. I feel like Silas isn't going to be the only Halloween unit, but I don't know who they might pair him alongside. Maybe even Luca? Alright, Lumiere Pandora is actually a dragon I'm pretty happy about again, just because I don't believe she's in the essences, so that will go toward another merge on my one copy that I have. Let's continue. Getting a little dicey as we approach the 200 worm sigil mark. Considering we started with 30 free summons on this showcase, we've had to sink a lot more into this. When we went for Gala Zethia, we ended up, what was it, about 200? I guess this is similar if we are able to get Sandalphon soon. Oh, and I wanted to see that staff transform, but alas. It is a Vixel. Vixel's Mana Spiral has been looking pretty good. Haven't yet fully built him up. I've just been doing the trials without the double pack that speeds them up. And generally speaking, that's been totally fine for me. I still have one Omnisite save too that I haven't decided who I want to use it on yet. But one thing I was going to say with all the Eldwater farming is I think there's actually only 2 adventurers who have spirals that I've yet to finish their spirals, at least the traditional spirals. The Trials of the Mighty ones, I'm waiting out, as most players are. But for the traditional spirals, there's a bunch of 3-star flame adventurers who have them. And I think it's just like Marty and Valentine's Orion left for me among all the traditional spiral adventurers, because the anniversary gave us so much Eldwater that I put it to use promoting a lot of characters, kind of for encyclopedia reasons, but also just for completion, I guess. Another thing related to completion that I've been working on is finally going through some of the medals and trying to collect those. It hurts so much that they're not retroactive, because it takes a long time to clear content with all your adventurers, and a lot of these adventurers I had cleared like legend content with before, so to have to redo it feels kind of bad, as we get one of our first double rainbow circles here with a wand, and come on, yes, a staff. Let that be Sandalphon. Okay, Basilius and Sandalphon, or maybe even better, maybe we'll get a brand new wand, perhaps. there's Pietro. This bodes well for us. As we do see the Basilius dupe, fair enough, but it all comes down to this. And Marty, Pietro and Marty, double Pietro? Come on, it's gotta be. Yes! There we go, we didn't have to spark. We did have to spend quite a bit of summoning currency, but we're able to get her, so awesome. Sandalphon comes home as we see a Floor and a Lindworm to close out the circle. That wasn't too bad, y'all. So we spent 206 additional summons on top of the free summons that we got. That's a legit investment. I mean, this wasn't cheap, but I think it'll hopefully pay off having access to Sandalphon. And now, for both Basilius and Sandalphon, now that they're in my collection, I can do a quick 1-minute review on them. So get to test them out and give y'all my feedback and thoughts on them later this week. At least that's the plan. Hopefully you enjoyed the summoning session and your summoning went at least as well as this. Now when I look at our resources here, you know, we're below a spark. You do need 36k for a spark. And these Diamantium are going to be dedicated to the Platinum Deluxe. But there are still some anniversary packs that I haven't purchased. If we come to the end of the month and there's some super awesome banner that I really want to go for, I might go for the other anniversary packs. I especially haven't purchased the 4 Sunlight Stones one, and that's just so much value with all the Sunlight Stones that's the one I may go for. But hopefully we can save up a little bit more as the month proceeds. We do have a time attack event coming up, and maybe we'll get some other type of reruns happening, if not just the Halloween event at the end of the month and the main campaign update. That is going to do it for today, everyone. And hey, we didn't see Gala Elisan at all in this video, so I think things turned out pretty well for us. Let me know once again how things went for you. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.